in Glendale, Arizona. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Now, faking the give. Short pass taken in by the tight end. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll look to throw. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll look to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And good hard running will get him down close to a 1st down. Might be a yard short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
He's got it at about the 8. And he will score. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions. The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Lions have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This is Davis. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action with Young. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first. And what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle. And what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Now, screen going to be set up for Davis. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind him, and that's the landmark of the screenplay. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. But he'll gather it back in. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. It's 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Young. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. 3rd down, 3 to go. On play action, Young. That's over the middle and intercepted. One back the distance. Touchdown, Detroit. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. To throw is Young. Good blocking, and he's in. Rice Arizona. On now, Cade York for the point after. The kick is good. And the Cardinals will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Open man downfield. It's Nico Collins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They hand it to Gibbs. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Detroit.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Back to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And the Cardinals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. Young. That'll be caught by the running back, Davis. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Here's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Young. That one on target to Davis. He's got it. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here's Davis. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Young. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
This one intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And Young will have the first down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play. Gain of 12 and a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. To throw, Young. That's hauled in at the 2. And a big collision there, down near the goal line, keeps him out of the end zone. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Lions take over first and 10. They're on
the 30. First and 10. Williams in motion. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. They'll look to throw. That's right side and brought in by Williams. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Putting the tight end in motion. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up fourth down. Taken in. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. The Cardinals have got it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. What a terrible moment for the offense. You're in the red zone, driving for a score, and Greg, instead it goes back the other way for a touchdown.
Yeah, and every defensive coordinator around the league, Mike, they preach two things in the red zone. They preach field goals and takeaways. In this case, they get the latter, and not only do they force the takeaway, he's able to return it the entire length of the field and take it for 6.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Now a throw here. It's backwards. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Carrington Valentine. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Young. He'll get this out to his running back. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
On 1st down is Young. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. And the Lions will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Young to throw on 1st down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Young. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Young. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's 17 yards, and that's a first down. On the head up, it's Davis. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Throwing is Young. He finds Raymond for the completion. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Young. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. Works out as they convert on fourth down.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
On the bootleg, it's Young. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Arizona.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now this looks like a design run. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Buda Baker active and making the tackle there. 2nd and 7. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. He is in. Touchdown, Lions. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Lions will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket. And great example of it here.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And he will get into the end zone. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Cardinals. That his second touchdown now here in the season opener. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. Oh, he gets it right back. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Out of the pistol, here comes Gibbs. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas.
Well, I think by now my we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. He's into space, past the 15. And he's out of bounds, very close to the 40-yard line. A big play after being backed up. 38 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, Young. In trouble. Down he goes.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. It's a pickup of 12. It's an Arizona 1st down. From the gun, it's Young. For a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Williams in motion. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Cardinals have got it. There's so much for a nice gain and a good running play. Unable to secure it, the ball comes out, and the defense comes off the field with a turnover.
Once the runner breaks through the line of scrimmage, Mike, it's very common to see them carrying the ball with one hand. But as they get further down the field and those defenders close in, you've got to protect it with 2 hands and make sure you secure the ball all the way to the ground.
A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down. We'll go play action with Young. He'll take off again. That is 14 for the 2nd time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a 1st down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end.
Lions 21.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Young to throw. That'll be caught by the running back Davis. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. Now, faking the give. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
The offense is out there, 4th and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have the Cardinals first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn fourth down into a first.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. There he goes again. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Second and a yard. Now a give to Davis. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down. Now this time they'll look to throw. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. They'll look to throw. Now, screen going to be set up for Davis. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Arizona. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run here with Gibbs. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. They send the tight end in motion. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to have that first down. Gain of 6 as they convert on third down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, it's Davis. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Cardinals. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. York, good on the extra point. And the Cardinals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Lions first down. Now Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get the football at their own 40.
A lot of defenses will try to isolate the best receiver, Mike, and say, okay, we're going to take him out of the game. Well, I think in this case, we might see the offense do the exact same thing. They might take this one particular defender into pass coverage and say, we are not going to throw his way. He's already gotten me twice. I'm not going to let him get me again.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, he'll throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 9. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here, and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. The Lions called their first timeout. They get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. This brought in out past the 20. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Point after, coming up here. It's up and good. And the Lions are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
First down, it's Davis. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. They'll drop to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He'll fire one deep for Harrison, and they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This about as short as you can get. So it's a win for the Cardinals. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win here in the desert for the Cardinals, as we say, so long from Glendale.